Welcome to this spring kind of issue of Trowel Time. Glad to have you here with us. We finally, what? Darren's making faces back there. Spring.
No, he isn't. That's normal.
Spring. We had an 80-degree day, and now it's
Snow.
cold and snowing again.
Yeah.
And we can't keep doing that to Mr. Finkel. He doesn't handle temperature changes well. So, with us as always, Bill Finkel, our Grand Secretary. Bill.
Hi, Bob. Good to be here.
Yeah.
With all the beautiful audience, it's
It
great.
is. Well, we have an audience today.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's magnificent.
This is the
audience.
second largest audience we've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at all those
Yeah,
people.
the smattering of applause. Yeah.
Can't see to the back.
It's co-ed too.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
co-ed audience.
Yeah.
It's very nice, very good to have. All right, we got to be on our better behavior today then.
No.
No?
Nah.
All right. And as always, to Tom Braun, our Grand Lecturer. Tom, good to have you here.
Hey, nice to be here, Bob.
Yeah, and you brought a guest with you.
I did.
Your
yes.
your wonderful
I need
traveling companion.
I need a lot of supervision.
I understand that. We've been saying that for a long time.
I know.
Yeah. And as always, behind the camera is Ben Tigner, the guy that pulls all this stuff together and makes sure that
Man, good job.
we're all camera ready. I don't know whether we're camera good, but we're all camera ready.
Okay.
And of course, Darren Thompson. Darren's back there with the mailbag and questions and all that good stuff. So, Darren, thanks for being here today as well.
Hey.
I don't know who he paid to get the applause, but it was pretty interesting. Yeah, so lots of good stuff happening.
Yep.
This is being taped in mid-April. And yeah, we had a nice week last week, and then it went to heck, didn't it? Yeah, snow had the top down last week, and now not only is the top up, so is the car. So yeah, it just got cold, nasty out. But it's good to be here. Lots of stuff happening, lots of things coming up, and Brother Bill, Grand Secretary,
Yes, sir.
how are we doing with the 990s?
Well, I'm thrilled to death to say that the 990s are all in, finally. The last one came in actually on March 31st. Lodge did have some issues, some problems that were unforeseen, but they did get them in, so the 990s.
Not bad.
Well, and it's better than normal because we had about 95% in on time, which only left about 10 or 11 that were late. So then that's better than being kind of ever done. And I had help from the Grand Lodge officers, which I appreciate. The people that refused to talk to me seem to want
Yeah.
to talk to
Well, there are a few of
somebody
those,
else.
aren't there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say, well, don't have Finkel call me. But those are the habitually late ones.
Yeah, I've got a list.
Yeah.
The same people every year, same ones. They're on my list.
Next year, we're gonna announce the list.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
In
We won't do that.
In November.
So you wrote down 4 steps that they could do on your notes to me. So the first one was prepare, right?
Yeah.
And then
That kind of goes
Start
with the second one. Early.
early.
Start early.
Start
collect
early.
collect data as quick as you can.
Don't wait
Create a
so long.
spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Write stuff down so you don't have to search for it in January. It's there.
Get help if you need it. For
Well,
heaven's sakes, ask folks.
A couple
call.
we've had a couple of unfortunate things in the last few years, Bob, where the secretary passed away and nobody seemed to know what to do. If there was more than one person involved with preparing this, then that wouldn't be a problem
bet.
either. So
You bet. So good advice for all of our officers is to have somebody helping you.
Yep.
Get some backup in there so that we've got some bench. You know, we've always said that our weakness is that we don't have any bench. Our lodges don't have enough members to kind of take over leadership positions if something should happen. So let's get some bench started. Make an assistant secretary. They're a place in Maury to have those, or in Groupable. And I think that it's a really valuable thing to do for that office and the treasurer most especially, but certainly other ones as well. So
the last one on there is the first sign of a problem, call Grand Lodge office.
Yeah.
Don't wait till the last minute. Call right away, and we'll get it fixed.
Yeah,
right
and it
away.
doesn't matter who you call. We'll get you to where
Yeah.
you need to be, so don't worry about that either. Delinquent dues are going on. Lodges have to announce those in June.
Yeah.
Hopefully, your lodge is doing the good stuff, the right stuff to make sure that our brothers that are out there that can't pay for whatever reasons sometimes life throws in your way, we're making sure that they're taken care of. And in other cases, if it's an issue of just willingness or something, let's talk about it. We don't need to just discount them. We need to talk with them.
But you know, the same tips apply to secretaries for this too. Start early. The delinquent dues committee should be working right from January, not wait till June till the names are announced, but right away on that in January and just ease the pain. You know?
We had a good year last year.
Yeah.
You know, we lose any from that, and that's too many, but we did really good, and I want to do even better this year. So the lodges, you guys are key to that. The lodges are the ones that make sure that there's value being presented, that we're communicating with our membership, that we're doing the kinds of things that make sure that members stay. And that's your responsibility. And if you don't know how to do that, well, we're going to talk about our leadership classes in just a minute when it comes around to me. So we've got some good ideas for you.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, the number one reason that comes up for not collecting dues is they can't locate the brother.
Yeah.
So if they get with me, get me the name, age, last known address, and I'll help them find them.
Good.
So
Grand Lodge session's coming up.
yeah.
You got
Yeah,
some
mate.
candidates for offices and
We
stuff
have
going on?
three very good candidates this year. That's good to see. It's good to have competition. We kind of talked to the three of them last night, and all three were very interesting and
Yeah, they're
be
very,
an asset to the.
very good candidates.
Yeah, there's not a weakness there, so that's good.
Yeah, and I hope any of them win. It's going to be a very good thing.
Yeah.
But I hope that the two that come in second and third will stay very active, because I'll guarantee you there's a role for them in Grand Lodge as well.
Well,
in the fraternity.
I asked all three of them last night if they weren't successful this year, would they run again, and they all said yeah.
Yeah, good.
I mean, with enthusiasm, yeah, we will. So that's good.
There
It's
is,
good to have.
as I say, there's not a bum in the batch.
Right.
So it's a good crowd this year. All right, we're gonna get to your Masonic trivia a little bit later. We always have to vet his Masonic trivia after the unfortunate eunuch incident, as it's come to be known in our service. So we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
As I reread the Masonic obligations and the history of Masonry, what's happening here is certainly in line with those teachings. And it makes us very proud to be a part of the Masonic family at this time.
When I was Grand Master many years ago, my wife said, if we live long enough, we're going to go to the Michigan Masonic Home.
There's a lot of competition out there. And this is a business, let's face it. And a lot of businesses out there want our money. And so the Masons are very, very prominent people. They donate a lot of money to a lot of things. And so it's important for me to continue this up.
This place didn't just happen. A lot of Masons and Eastern Star people through the years have found ways to support this facility, and it is absolutely necessary that they continue to do this. I just don't know where some of these people would be.
You know, I've talked to quite a few people that have moved here from other places, other homes that they lived in, and they all praise this place.
I can't think of any place else I'd rather be.
Welcome back, everybody, to Trowel Time. Tom Braun down there got their ritual stuff going on. What's new in the ritual world in Michigan here?
Well, this year we had a resurgence in the ritual program.
Wow.
We have 3 new junior ritualists. We have 2 senior ritualists.
Now, what's the difference? What's the designator between junior, senior, master? What's
The junior ritualist opens up the lodge and does everybody's parts
Okay.
on 1 degree. He has to
right.
do the degree, he has to do the lecture and the charge, and close the lodge.
All right.
That's
If
any
you-
any degree.
On 1 of the 3 degrees.
Right. Yeah.
If you are a senior ritualist, you are able and been certified to do that on 2 of the 3 degrees.
Okay. I'm seeing a pattern here. I can
And then the
probably
master
pick what the third one
ritualist
is.
Wow.
does all 3 of them. Okay? And
Got it.
we have this month, we will have 2 new master ritualists
Does that
joining.
include the lectures and
Includes the lectures,
The
the
whole
charge.
degree.
Yeah. The only thing in the master, it doesn't include the second section of the masturbation degree. But opening, closing, and doing the
Interesting.
degree work. It's quite an
Yeah,
accomplishment.
you bet it is.
And
And we recognize those awardees at the Grand Lodge session, usually at the
Oh.
banquet, is that correct?
no, the I
It's not
usually the junior, senior, and master ritualists. I create a certificate and I come to their next business meeting and we make a big deal of it for the brothers
Okay.
at that lodge.
All right, good.
Now, the ritual competition we just completed last Saturday in Lansing, and we have two winners, one in the Master Mason division and one in the Worshipful Master Past Master division, and they'll be announced on Monday night at the delegates banquet.
At the banquet at Grand
So
Lodge.
I'm recognized.
Knew
So
it
we're
was
excited
something
about
in
that.
there. Grand Lodge session, how should they be dressed? How should our membership be dressed if you're going to Grand Lodge?
Our membership should be dressed in suit and tie or sports coat and tie.
Gotta
Have
have-
your regalia
You
with you.
have to have a tie,
You have to have a tie.
and you have to have a coat.
You have to have a coat.
Okay.
And you're going to
And
be
shoes.
checked
You have to have
at
shoes.
the
Shoes
door.
and socks. You have to have shoes and socks.
Yes.
Socks, really?
Well, socks might be optional, I don't know.
Depends how long the pant legs are.
But they do,
I guess.
we,
Right.
you have to have a coat and tie
Absolutely.
on.
This is
Yeah.
a big thing for our
Yeah.
fraternity, and
They can bring their own regalia.
They can.
Yeah.
They can.
But we do have aprons
And we do
if
have
you
aprons
don't, so
available.
that's fine. So-
And this year, for the first year, the School of Instruction for the DDIs and regionals will be in the afternoon. Normally, we've done that in the morning, and this year it'll be done at
Good.
after lunch from 1 to 4.
Yeah,
So we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to meeting all the new DDIs that have been elected, and so it's going to be very informative.
yeah, good.
Okay?
Give you enough time in the afternoon too to do a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, plus you'll be able to
Question. And
sit in
any-
on the on the Board of General Purposes meeting, which will be held in the morning.
In the morning, right.
Yeah. Good
And
stuff.
any Master Mason that would like to attend, we'd love to have them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Would love to have you come to the
Absolutely.
Grand Lodge session. It's a great time. It's a lot of fun. Brother Bill, we have had your trivia vetted appropriately.
Really?
They approved it, so go ahead.
Okay.
If you would, please, Masonic trivia.
Okay, there's no ritual is as solemn as a Masonic funeral service, but the printed announcement for the service for Brother Don Wales of Eastgate Lodge, number 630 of Iowa, stated, casual dress is requested, and Hawaiian shirts preferred. Would have been an interesting service.
My kind of funeral. That's a good one. When I ever get planted, there's the dress code right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll remember.
Don't forget it.
I'll remember that.
Don't
I'll be
forget it.
around.
I'll be going before you, dude. There's a lot of stress in these bones. Yeah. So we talked a little bit about Grand Lodge, but remember, folks, on May 22nd, well, let's go to the 21st, because that's golf outing, right? We're golfing again this year, badly. We call it golfing badly in the morning. And Bill always manages to carry us. Leonard pulls something. We have to find Larry because he gets lost in the woods. And but we have a great time. So sign
not
up for the
looking for
golf
him
outing.
this year.
No, we're not. We're
Yeah,
not
leave
looking
him
for
in.
him. He was Grandmaster. We had to kind of find him for
Yeah,
that.
we ain't leaving him in the woods
But
this
this year we're just going to leave him out there wandering around in the wilderness. But the golf outing is always a fun time. So be sure and sign up for that. May 22nd then is Monday, and it's all breakouts. It's breakouts, it's meetings. You can sit in on the Board of General Purposes meeting. You can sit in on the ritual meeting in the afternoon, as Tom mentioned. But all morning long are breakouts. There'll be programs on the home, programs from the foundation on the lodge charity accounts and other things. Our Grand Lodge people will be there, and they'll be doing stuff. Lodge Success Team will be there, and they'll have some breakouts for us with best practices. Other lodges that are doing good stuff will have some ideas for all of you. Take the time to be there on Monday. It's going to be a lot of fun. That night is a banquet. It'll be a great time. We'll make all of our announcements that night, and then on Tuesday the session will start. Right now, I think in the advance notices it says that the gavel falls at 9. I'd be there ready for the gavel to fall at 8. That gives us 4 hours in the morning to get a lot of work done. But we did really good this year. This is from me because I don't like messing with the blue book. But this year we only have 3 pieces of legislation. Our budgets have to be considered. The Grand Master's address is always a good recap of the things that he's done. So it'll just be a fun day, and we'll do the election of officers for next year, and then We'll have lunch, and after that, if everything is done, we'll be installing our officers for next year. So it's going to be a great day. We encourage you to be there. It's open to any Master Mason. Come, be with us, and have that fun. I'll tell you, I've gone to every Grand Lodge session since 1982. I haven't missed one. So I've seen the good ones, I've seen the ugly ones, and I think on balance they're all good because you meet a lot of great people and it's a lot of fun. So please make sure to check that out. If you need help doing anything with registration, contact the Grand Lodge office, and they'll be more than happy to help out. We did our Trowel time up in Marquette. We had a great time with that. If there are, and to a special thank you to all of the brothers up there who stayed and participated in that. It was the first kind of off-site Trowel time that we've done, and it was a lot of fun. I've gotten some great comments about that and enjoyed it very much. So thank you to everybody up there, and thank you especially to Ben for coming up and taking his time to videotape that and to make sure that we all had fun and a good time doing that. Leadership classes have been going really good. We've got 2 left for this year, and you'll probably won't see this until after they've both been closed, but we've got one in Jackson coming up on April 22nd, and one on April 23rd is a Detroit class at the Big Temple in Detroit, and that's a catch-up from, we had to cancel the first class because of the ice storm. So those are taking place. And I think that everybody that's been there has said that they've been good classes. And we had a great one just this last week in Alma, and we had good turnout. Please, if you do register and you can't make it, send us a note, drop us a line, give us a call, and tell us that you can't. We have to prepare food, and we've said that there's no cost to it. We might have to change that next year because there have been some significant no-shows, and that does cost us, and we have to put everything together, and it just takes a lot of time. So if you can't make it to a meeting that you signed up for heaven's sakes, just shoot us a note. It's fine. And I don't even care who you send it to up here. Just send it to somebody. It'll get to us, and we'll make sure that we take you off that list. This year in those classes, though, we talked about, a really powerful issue that's facing men in America, specifically in Michigan, then is loneliness. They just don't have places where they can go and be with men and enjoy that fellowship and camaraderie. Our lodges are the perfect place for that to happen. So we talk a lot about that. We talk about leadership roles in your lodge, communication, how to communicate. Everybody kind of puts together some ideas, and we compile all of that and get it to everybody. Take the time, fellas. Your lodges need to be involved in this education, and we need you to be part of it. We're all better together than we are separately. Absolutely. And I think that all of us get a little more information out of these kinds of programs when you do show up. So sign up and then come and be with us. I think that there's still room in Jackson, so if this gets out before the 22nd, give us a call, but otherwise that one's probably full. We're going to start a online Masonic book club in May. So for those of you that are interested, shoot us an email. Ben's going to post the email address underneath this on the screen. And our first book will be A Pilgrim's Path by John Robinson. We're actually doing this here at the home, at the Masonic home here with a group of people. And there are several non-Masons that are joining us for this. This is the first book that we're going to be talking about, but it's really a reading club. So we'll do it online. Fellas, folks, anybody can sign up. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be a Michigan Mason. I know there's a lot of people that watch this from around the country, and all 42 folks. They could be anywhere around, which is it's 24 more than we had last month. So I'm kidding. I think this is reaching. How many, Darren? How many Trowel time people have we had on the YouTube page?
How many views have we had?
Yeah.
Oh, it varies, but most of them are hovering around 1,000 views.
Yeah. So, you're welcome to join us for this. You got to buy the book. I'm not going to give it to you. So buy the book. They're everywhere, but they're on Amazon. But send me an email. I'll shoot you the link to the Zoom page, and we'll have a nice time talking about our Masonic book. We finish that in a couple of months. We'll start the next one, and I don't know what it'll be, but I did want to just give this pitch out to this little book. Did you know? It's published a long time ago. We've got a few in our store left. You can buy them off of our website if you're, I think you do have to be a Michigan Mason to do that. So, but it is available, and it's a wealth of information inside of it. And there's a lot of stuff that we've talked about over the years that you'll find in there. And that might be one of our books in the future. And then one of them too is Fundamentalism and Freemasonry by Dr. Gary Laser. And he was an old acquaintance of mine from back when I was active with the Masonic Service Association. So all good books, but if you want to be part of that book club, just shoot me an email and I'll add you to the list. I think that's, oh, I did have some statistics from our March 17th leadership program here.
Oh, I have some great comments. Great.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that
that
day.
was
It
just a great day. And you'll
Yeah.
notice I had nothing to do with that.
Wait.
Thank you for your silence.
Yeah. It was a great, great day.
It was.
There is
It
a message
was.
there,
There is a
Bob.
message there.
I also
We had-
heard that Ben and Darren's presentations were the most popular ones.
Darren's was somewhat confusing, but it was a great program.
You heard it from Ben, and Ben heard it from you.
Exactly, yeah. Well, I got him to lunch, and Ben got him out the door.
That's
so-
right. So no, it was a great day, and everybody did a good job. And Darren's, I think, was the most fun, but it was good stuff. So 38 lodges were represented. 14 lodges received a full refund because they brought at least 4 of their officers, and some brought more than 4.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's just fantastic. The event was sold out. I think we had 104, 105,
Great
something in
day.
that range, right? 108, even better. And we've had nothing but positive comments
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
about that. So congratulations to our
Good
staff
job.
back there. Done a great job for us. Yay, hurrah. All right, going to take a quick break, and this commercial is going to give you some information on how to get this book and shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff, and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for the latest Masonic apparel, materials, and literature from the craft? Look no more. At MichiganMasonicStore.com, you can find everything from hats and shirts to tumblers, blankets, and books. Our shirts come in a range of sizes and with logos and branding custom stitched for the Michigan Masons. Don't wait. Visit MichiganMasonicStore.com now.
Welcome back, and it is time for our favorite section of Trowel Time, and here it is with Darren Thompson, and the mailbag is open.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey.
Mailbag is open for the first time in about 2 months. I will say that our views have spiked dramatically since we added this.
All right,
section, so.
all right. He's
Not
saying
really,
that
but-
because he's the one that did it, so that's what's going on here.
So we've got 5 questions this month. The first one is from, we'll lead off with our old buddy Royce Myers down at Star of the Lake in South Haven.
All right,
All right, Royce.
He's had one in every mailbag, so we want to keep that streak going for him. He wants to know, is the Chamber of Reflection part of an official Michigan Masonic experience?
It is an option. It is not necessary, and there's probably 4 or 5 lodges that use that exclusively, but it's not required.
All right, very good. The
Good
next one
answer.
comes from Brother Charles Garrow at Clam Lake 331
Yeah,
in Cadillac.
Yeah.
And he wants to know, why do we wear aprons on the outside of suit coats but under tux coats?
Okay. 2 things. First of all, we want everybody to know what degree you are as a Mason. That's one of the reasons why you would wear it over your suit coat. The other thing is we are proud of letting people know who we are. The reason we don't wear it over a tail or a morning suit is because that jacket is open. And that's the only reason it is not over that jacket.
So that's different than a normal tux coat. You would still wear it on the outside.
On the
Wear it
outside,
on
that
the
would be
outside of the
consi-
tux.
that would be considered a suit coat.
Yeah, I think that people that ask that are experiencing the same unnatural phenomenon that I have, which is that the straps on that apron seem to be shrinking as we age.
It's
And
strange.
it'd be a lot easier if it was just on the inside.
That's because a lot of times we're lazy Masons. We take the
I
easiest
beg your
path.
pardon.
Yes.
I beg your pardon. It has nothing to do with laziness. It has to do with weight gain.
I was trying to be nice.
No, don't. All right. What's up?
All right, moving on. Brother Flip Johnson from Tire Lodge in Coldwater wants to know,
Okay.
can a past master
Great lodge.
wear his past master apron while holding a lodge office, or does it have to be the officer apron of that office?
He should wear the apron of the office he was elected into. Past master on special occasions, like for installations and whatnot, but for regular lodge work, the office he was elected to.
Okay.
Okay.
Grand Secretary Finkel received an anonymous question, which I'm going to put under the category of can open worms everywhere. Who should get a 1099 from the lodge?
That's yours, Bob.
What? That one comes to me. Well, so who should get a 1099 from the lodge? Anybody that is paid $600 or more. That's the straight answer. So if you receive as an honorarium, a stipend, I don't care what you call it, if it's over $600 in value, the lodge is supposed to, under IRS guidance, provide you with a 1099, and you are supposed to declare that on your income taxes. Now, that's whether that occurs or not, that I don't take a stand in, but that is how it is supposed to be done, and that comes straight from them. So this question was asked of them by me some years ago. There are only two kinds of income. One is W-2 and the other is 1099. Everything is considered income by the IRS. So
No matter what you call it.
no matter what you don't have to call it anything.
Stipend,
Yeah, doesn't matter.
remuneration, or whatever, it's money.
So now again, whether they do that, whether you want to do that, brothers, that's up to you. But that is the answer from the Internal Revenue Service, and it's the answer that I'll give to the craft. So, all right.
All right, and we have one more that I think was spawned from your leadership class in Marquette. Brother Mike Hill in Marquette wants to know, where can we get order forms for lutefisk pasties?
So for those of you wonderful folks out there who don't know what lutefisk is, basically you let fish sit at like at 120 degrees for 5 weeks, and then you cover it with a nasty greasy cream sauce and let it sit for another 5 weeks at 104 degrees, and then you eat it. Now normally it's Swedes, Norwegians, or Finns that are very susceptible to the lure of lutefisk. I don't know where you would get a form for it, though, because quite frankly, it's illegal in most places. And if it isn't, it certainly should be.
Does it come with roll aids?
Roll aids?
3 roll aids.
No, it comes with an ambulance. Yeah, it's just you can't. And so up there though, the wonderful Norwegian and Finnish brothers that we had at that program up there, they had decided that the best thing to do was to turn lutefisk into a pasty, right? So that's taken two really horrible things and making one that's just about lethal. Oh no, yeah. Pasties have one of two effects on people like me. Neither one is pleasant.
No.
And that came to me from Bill up in the UP too. So Bill knows exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's not. We're gonna start a campaign, no lutefisk, this year. But I think there's some guys up there that seem to love that stuff. Not the least of which is Ron Hill. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, that explains a lot. Yeah.
Well, it does, and they eat it because if you just leave it outside, it'll kill off all the mosquitoes and black flies. So, yeah, good stuff.
All right. I think
That probably discouraged every Upper Peninsula Finn from ever listening to us
Finishing
again.
on a high note. Huh?
Yeah, we're going to
Well, we're not done yet. We're gonna take
close
one-
the mailbag.
Yeah, we're going to take one quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll have our upcoming events. So, be right back.
Have you always wanted to create a will but not sure where to begin? We will make it easy for you to create a legally valid will in 20 minutes or less. The best part, it's completely free. Go to our website to look through our planned giving options. You can choose to leave a gift to MMCF, the Michigan Masonic Home, or your lodge or chapter's charity account, changing lives for future generations. This service is free whether you choose to leave a gift or not. Don't delay, start your legacy today.
Welcome back for our final segment of Trowel Time, and Brother Darren is going to give us some upcoming events. Brother Darren?
All right, we've talked a couple times about annual communication number 197. That is May 22nd and 23rd, again, at Soaring Eagle Resort in Mount Pleasant. Please register ahead of time. You can do that at Michigan Masons at members.michiganmasons.org. Click on members and then go under annual communication 2023. The code to register, if you're not a voting delegate, is Mason23 right there on your screen. If you are a voting delegate or a district officer, there's a different code. Contact our office if you've lost that code. If the time comes and you want to come, you have not registered yet, don't let that deter you from coming. We can check you in on site. It just might take a little longer, so please pre-register if possible. Saturday, June 3rd, we have 2 rededications happening, one at Roseville 522 at 10 a.m. and one at Elsie number 238 at 3:30 p.m. And I understand there's 2 different teams of Grand Lodge officers that will be doing those rededications. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, 10 a.m. in Roseville, 3:30 in Elsie. Elsie does have a lunch at 2 o'clock if you get there ahead of time. So those will be great events, Saturday, June 3rd. And then we mentioned the Grandmasters Golf Outing the 21st at the Polecat in Mount Pleasant. There's also a host of other lodge golf outings happening around the state. There's a list of them right there on your screen. You can check the Grand Lodge calendar or your weekly e-news for links to the flyers to register for those, or give us a call.
Thank you, Darren. Good stuff. A smattering of applause from in the back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Bill.
And none of the audience left. That's
thank you
great.
to our studio audience because we locked it. I told you we could.
Locked
They're
the
not
door.
getting, if they come in here, they're not getting out that easy. No, thanks to everybody that came here. Thanks to everybody out there. Remember, go to Lodge. You're going to have a good time. You're going to meet some people. You're going to build some relationships with people. You're going to have some fun. Eat some bad food. Maybe eat some good food. It depends where you go. Have a cup of coffee. Laugh. Have some fun. And we'll see you next time on Trowel Time.